Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Just the opening round of 12 scheduled for tonight's bout. Well, there's an expectation of a spectacular ending anytime George Foreman is in the ring. Is that what you expect tonight, Teddy?
Yeah, I do, on either end, because George Foreman, as much as he can end the night, he can have a night ended positively for him, because as dangerous as he is on the offensive end, that is how vulnerable he leaves himself sometimes on the defensive end.
Who do you think has the mental edge in a matchup like this of boxer versus brawler?
Well, it depends how it starts. You know, if the boxer can start and he can control landscape, he can be on the outside, getting his way, getting a little cooperation where the brawler's walking into his punches, and then tie up on the inside, he has the advantage.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. That is a big right hand after eating one himself.
Keep your distance. In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's go. With the body.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Ground Bomber's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Foreman's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
You got this one, baby. You got this one all day, all day.
Blocks it away. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Foreman's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success.
Listen, I'm not going to stand.
The Brown Bombers' legs are just fine, thank you. That was the big question. In the last round, he was damaged, but here a fresh start.
You know, Joe, we talk about having a good chin all the time, being able to shake off a good blow, but this is part of having a good chin, being able to recover after being shaken out, after the round before.
That's a good left hand by George Foreman. Not able to land the headshot. Little head hunting with the left. The Brown Bomber's buying himself some time. He was stunned earlier, now another clinch.
And he's diffusing himself right now by doing that clinching. And his opponent is taking advantage.
Don't stay in one spot.
Those uppercuts that George Foreman was able to land on Joe Frazier and winning the heavyweight title, they were lifting Joe Frazier off the ground.
You know, Joe Frazier, because of his style, as terrific as he was made to order for George Foreman.
Body shot.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by George Foreman. Foreman swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
Move your head. Come on, baby. Move your head. Uppercut.
Very accurate two-punch combo by George Foreman. The Brown Bombers really impressing us here tonight. That last round, boy, he was on top of his game and all over his opponent. Laid out some serious damage there.
Yeah, I noticed that he's starting to land that uppercut a little bit. The only thing that I wouldn't be satisfied with what he did the last round. I would just look forward for confidence to do more as sort of a good roadmap to maybe even get a knockout victory here. Put something on top of those uppercuts. You know the uppercut's landing. Now put something up top.
And he engages in the clinch.
Punch. Come on, side to side.
Crashes home with the uppercut.
Nice work.
The Brown Bombers way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. What a sharp, piercing hook by George Foreman. He just missed that shot up top. A well-timed right hand by George Foreman. A stinging uppercut by the Brown Bomber. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Huge left from Big George.
Uppercut. Keep your head moving.
He missed with that headshot. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. The Brown Bombers using that jab well very early on here, Teddy. That could be a big benefit to him tonight.
Well, it's supposed to be, Joe. He has a real good wingspan. I mean, he's got those long arms. No better way to put him to use than to use that jab and use that jab at the right distance.
10 seconds to go in this third round. The Brown Bombers done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand.
That's it. Throw him off with that move. Listen to me. You're not giving me enough punches, okay?
Always good to get off to a good start, and that's exactly what he's done tonight on Teddy's scorecard, sweeping the first 3 rounds. Body shot lands. It was the right.
Finish with the whoop.
Blocks that blow, and then a counter uppercut. The Brown Bombers' right hand working well that time. He scored well. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
Nice combination by George Foreman.
That's it.
He brings an uppercut that really does damage there.
Keep your distance. Nice work, nice work, nice work.
The Brown Bombers' right hand scores well. Back to basics here, as you can see the jab becoming a key instrument for him.
Boxing 101. You have an opponent walking in, you want to stay on the outside, use that jab.
The Brown Bombers getting back to basics, a good solid jab. Able to cover up that gut.
Keep working, keep working.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Keep that head moving, baby. Come on, champ.
Foreman's good, clean, and effective punching damaged his opponent in that last round.
Keep it up and keep doing exactly what you're doing, baby. Keep on him. Don't give him a chance to set his feet and get any punches off.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
You see him holding on. The Brown Bombers' ability to utilize that jab is really making this a very easy fight. He likes to get to the inside, and now he's got the key to that door.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's controlling the outside. You know, it's keeping his opponents defensively, and it's setting up, as you just said, offensive opportunities in the kitchen.
Good flush shot upstairs. A thundering right hand from George Foreman. The Brown Bombers left, working well that time. Back and forth exchange. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Foreman. And he's holding. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by George Foreman. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea. Foreman's hurt by that.
Focus, focus. Keep moving. Come on.
Nice strike after catching one by George Foreman. Many would ask themselves, could I have withstanded that? The answer is probably no. But for big George Foreman, it's a strong yes. George Foreman so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Halfway through round 6.
Relax. Come on, kid. Focus.
There he is from long range using that jab.
Joe, if you're on the outside, say at a picnic, you want to keep those insects away, you use insect repellent. While you're on the outside as a fighter, you want to keep your opponent away, that jab, that's the way to go.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. George Foreman's not coming up with the results that you would want to see out of him. Now, he's trying to counterpunch, Teddy, but it doesn't seem to be the answer.
No, he kind of looks a little bit like that guy who went in to get his hair dyed, you know? And he thought it was going to be just a little bit lighter, and it wound up being a lot lighter. And he said, wow, what the heck did I do? I didn't think I was going to look like this. I didn't think that I was going to box like this.
End of that round, and what I take away from it is that he has a great grasp of what the judges look for. Good, clean, effective punching has him in control.
But that's what happens when you have a good amateur background where you're real calm. That's your office. You're able to see things. You don't see one way to hit a guy, not even two. You see 4 or 5 ways to hit a guy with the same punch. And he's showing that right now.
Left hand comes home.
Keep moving, keep moving. Move, keep moving.
Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going...
Boy, oh boy. Oh, and there you go. He was standing up to it, but now he goes down for the first time.
2, 3.
So big George Foreman able to get up after that knockdown, and now a real challenge in front of him.
Now the challenge right now is really the opposite of any challenge that he's ever faced before. Usually the challenge is how to get rid of a guy. You know, how to put his big paw.
Big shot, and he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
George Foreman, you can see that he is absolutely hurt after that knockdown. He was able to get up, but he looks like he's damaged.
And now we've always seen big George Foreman, that big, giant, scary sometimes body. Now we're having an x-ray inside of that body to find out what really makes George Foreman tick. How will he behave in this moment?
What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs.
You got this. You got this one.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by the Brown Bomber. George Foreman's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
You know, it's so obvious here, but it needs to be said. I don't know how his opponent can continue on. He's dominating this fight through 7 rounds. Hard charging with that right hand. There it is! George Foreman's down after that punch. This fight could soon be over.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So that's it. Unable to rise up and beat the count. A knockout victory.
Walked right into that one.
Let's make it official. And for that, we send it up to our ring announcer.
By way of knockouts, your winner, the Brown Bomber, Wilder.
As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. The Brown Bombers now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to a title, you want to be successful, but you want to